used Stewart's book, as Aryana said, introduced back in 2005, actually 2004 to this, went through all of his courses. And, it's funny that in the time since, I have created a life that works for me. I was going through a divorce, really just a rock bottom existence almost back then. And over the past 15 years, I've really created a life that works for me. I have plenty of money, successful. I work on things that I create, that I enjoy working with. I have a very peaceful life, so that's important to me. And a few months ago, I reconnected to this success work with Aryana and realized that, my kids are grown. I have what I want. What's next? And so I've been kind of still relearning some of the success stuff, some of the techniques, and really just digging into using my unconscious resources, because the power of that is just huge. Recently, I was doing online dating. I met a woman online who I really got along with well and thought this was all just great, but I had this nagging feeling in the back of my mind that things weren't quite right. I contacted my true self and was given a long list of problems, things that were not that she was bad, but just that between us, it would have ended badly. And it was really very helpful. That kind of information, had I had it before, would have saved me a decade or more of pain in some cases. So the value of getting your unconscious to work for you is just huge. And one thing Aryana emphasizes over everything is using the true self as a guide to what's most important for you. Because not everyone wants fame and wealth and all these things. Maybe you just want to be left alone, have a good life, get what you want, be peaceful and happy. Whatever's right for you is going to bring you that, and not just what the world wants for you. So I think that's my story.
About your big win.
Oh, and then, one thing that did happen, I joined a startup in 2013, and I worked there until 2015. I did some wireless networking for them, which was very successful. Got some stock in the company. I didn't think it would turn out too much, but earlier this year, someone contacted me and said, "Do you want to sell your stock?" And I would say yes. I didn't think it was worth anything, but a few months later, I got a deposit of $1 million from my stock sale, and just out of the blue, almost like it just dumped on me. And part of what Stewart talks about is becoming lucky. You make your own luck. And I had worked pretty hard on that, but, I didn't think much came of it. But, if you just, use your unconscious to do what is right for you. And in my case, I quit a job that I have now to go work for this startup. Didn't know why. All I knew was I have to do this. And the result was it was fun to work there. I left on okay terms, but I wasn't happy. And I left because I was unhappy. But the result was I got a lot of money. So sometimes using your intuition and your true self as a guide of what to do is for your benefit, not what you consciously think you want to do.
One of the things that struck me with Blake's story when we reconnected this year after a few years is that he wasn't focusing on making money. And that's what this title, it's an obnoxious title for the book, How to Get Lots of Money for Anything Fast. But here's the thing, if we chase money, there is this urgency and we have to have it, and it eludes us. Like if we're chasing a girl, if you're a guy, or chasing a guy, if you're a girl, that they feel that pressure. So it's a learning, it's a teaching how to hold what you want lightly and then let it go. And then you focus on what it is you're doing, living day to day, like Blake's story. I just love that one. So Blake chose not to become a teacher of these techniques. He used them in his life, but he does help people on the side because he's just always this big heart and servant's heart. So I'm not saying you have to get the book, but if you did want to get the book, I'll put the chat I'll put it here. It's cyberneticmastery.com. And it's really it's a significant part of our curriculum.